Hello there and welcome back to the channel. So here and today is Wednesday, May 31st, guys, and we have Dr. T Volcano Island on the archipelago. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him out really quickly with Rifleman, Zooka and Medics. After this past weekend, remember this account is one day ahead, so when you're seeing this video it's Wednesday probably for you, but it's actually Tuesday morning for me. So after this crazy weekend with the media crap, I'm a little bit burnt out, guys. So I'm gonna record this, and I'm probably not gonna record anything for the rest of the week. Gonna take a short break, or maybe I will. I don't know, depending on how I feel. But just giving you a heads up, just so you know. The plan for today is maybe upgrade this statue storage. Give me 3 statues to store. That way, I have a little bit of flexibility of changing in and changing out statues however I see fit. To do that, I need, let's see how much I need. I need 500,000 of wood, 750,000 of stone, and about 250,000 of iron. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that with my Dr. T, but I'll definitely try. If not, I'll take on a couple of NPC bases and PvP bases afterwards. But we'll see. We'll see. So the first things first is we're going to boost our resource reward statues like always. I always recommend you guys have at least 2. Like if you have, I have space for what? I have space for 7, 8 statues. So whenever you have space for 8, you have 2. Whenever you have space for 7 or less, have 1. And be offensive. Have gunboat energy, troop health, and troop damage. To me, that's really important. Now that being said, I think we're all done. We are loaded. I have Sergeant Brick with battle with let's have, instead of battle orders, do Iron Will for the first few stages, and let's go for it, guys. All right, so stage 1 doesn't look too bad. Machine guns, flamethrowers. I mean, that machine gun will not have range on your troops. And that one will if you go on the left side, which I think you should. There are a bunch of mines. If you don't want to lose your troops to the mines, use a barrage there or use an artillery shot. It all depends on what your, your preference is. I'm going to use a barrage. And I think it should be able to take them all out. And then you can just land your troops. It should not be that hard. Let them spread a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flare them here. I'm going to activate battle orders as soon as that machine gun starts firing. And then maybe shock. It really doesn't matter. The battle order should decrease the damage output of those, or the damage received by those units by half. So you see, I don't think we ended up losing a troop. Sergeant Brick is engaging that cannon by herself. She has that's one of the bad things about, she is bugged, the first thing. So once she targets something and the flare is already on its way, so let's say that you threw a flare, the flare's on the air. In between the time that you threw the flare and where the flare lands, if she already had targeted something to start firing, she will continue to fire. She will complete her cycle of firing until she finishes. Then at that point, she will then go on and go towards the flare. So that's why a lot of times you're losing Brick. Like I see a lot of bases, a lot of attacks on my base where people attack with Sergeant Brick. Oh, something just tickling my nose. You see that, for example, people attack with tank medics or Scorcher tanks, and Brick is going somewhere different where people flare. Is because she had targeted at a building, and she's not gonna stop targeting that building until she can fire. All right, so what do we have here? So we have a shock launcher on the top. We have a cannon. We have a mortar. This one, there's no way around it. You're gonna have to engage some of the defenses right away. So I think from my perspective, it would be wiser if you took out with GBE these 2 guys here. That way you're not gonna keep losing troops where you engage, and then you engage the core from that corner. There's a lot of GBE that you can use, so Just take that into consideration. This one is not worth it to take it if you're low level and your flares last very little. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's land brick. They should naturally all go up. However, after they destroy this one right here, I expect them to start moving to the left side of the map because there's nothing up. You see? Now, I want them up here, so I don't want them going as a different group. And now I'm just going to use GBE and destroy that boom cannon with sniper tower combination. Now, my GBE is pretty strong. You're probably going to have to use 2 artilleries to do that. And it's okay. All right, here we go. So once I see that mortar turning around, and that's when I activate the shock. Don't be afraid. I know I say it a bunch of times. Don't be afraid of losing troops, guys. Don't be afraid. It's all part of the deal. Riflemen are inexpensive. They are disposable, so you can use them to attack. Don't measure the success of your attack with, or don't equate the success of an attack with the idea, oh, I'm good at this because I didn't lose any troops. Yes, not losing any troops is good. It feels nice, but usually it's counterproductive because you end up not taking bases that you couldn't take on because you're afraid of losing a troop. And I think that stems for using tanks a lot. Tanks take a lot of time to replace or to reload. And I think that, coupled with the fact that tanks are a little bit easy to use, take you to a point where you decide not to take risks, right? And I think that's a wrong approach to take. All right, so here we are. We are on a second stage. Let's see what we're gonna do. So there's a shock launcher that we definitely need to take out. Well, no, we don't need to. He's not gonna have range if we go to the upper corner. So we can ignore that. We can ignore that shock launcher. Now we have 2 rocket launchers on the top, and they do have a lot of health. So let's see. This guy has 4,000. Now, I would take these 2 guys out of the equation. That way I can land and I can go on the corner and then I can go from there. I think that's going to be a much better approach. So I'm going to try doing that. I'm going to use GBE to destroy these 2 guys right here. So 1, 2. It should take you about 4 artillery shots if you are lower level than me. Just take that into consideration. So this time I'm going to land 3 boats of Rifleman, 1 Zooka, and 1 brick. Right, and once I start seeing them going into different locations, I'm going to flare them here. I'm going to activate Iron Will. And you're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to shock, and then I'm going to move up here. Right? I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna refresh my troops. Now the rocket launchers do not have range. Only the cannons have, and I can just go to town right here. If you need to shock, if you are afraid of keeping losing troops, then you can just do that. But then after this, you can just flare to the corner, and you're done. There's nothing else, guys. I don't know what else to say. It's just that easy. I know. All my troops got damaged, but in reality, what did I lose? I lose 3, 4 plus 2. So 6, 10, 12. I lost 12 riflemen and 2 Zookas. That's not a bad deal, especially considering that I did not use a lot of troops or GBE. I know I could have destroyed the rocket launchers with GBE. I could have shocked more. Maybe I could have smoked because I had smoke. But I'm just showing you a way to quickly take this base without any major losses. And now, it's 8-2. Yes, the Zookas were lost on a single boat. But at the end of the day, look at the reload time. It's just 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, and 7 minutes. So in 2 minutes of wait time, you're going to be good and done. And then you can just continue. I will just continue. I'm not going to wait for them to load. I'm going to now change to Sergeant, to Captain Everspark using her critter ability. I think level 4 and above, you probably already are at HQ level 15, and you have probably unlocked Everspark with her critter swarm ability. Perfect. So let's see what we got. It's not looking bad. So we have a shock launcher up here. All this stuff right here doesn't matter. This shock launcher will not have shots on our troops. So we're just gonna land on this corner. There's several ways of doing this. You can shock this and then go ahead and take it out. You can destroy with GBE this to make it easier for you. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to destroy these two guys with GBE. However, just consider this. My medics can out-heal that. So, from my point of view, I don't need to take it out. Now, you can. Just take that into consideration. So, let's go ahead and do 2 barrages. And I think that should be plenty. I think that's actually overkill. But in your case, it's gonna probably take 2 barrages and like 4 artillery shots if you were to destroy that with GBE. But like I said, you don't need to, because in reality, your medic should be more than enough to heal those guys up. So I'm gonna wait till the medics go out and the mortars fire. Then I'm gonna land my Zookas. I see my medics are OP right now. Well, they're not OP. They're level 2 medics. So these are level 2 medics. We'll figure it out in a few seconds what the level of my troops are. So now from here, I will just release critters. That would distract the cannons. That would distract the sniper towers. And it's going to make it so much easier for me to avoid losing any major number of troops. And here we go, guys. We're just going to park here. We're going to release some critters. Those cannons are going to fire once at us. And then after that, the critter should be able to mask our troops, or actually screen for our troops. And this HQ will fall in a few more seconds. And bam, stage 4 goes down. Not a big problem. I mean, obviously, yes, we land an extra medics of Zooka, an extra boat of Zookas, and an extra boat of Riflemen. And you may say, well, so I only have 6 boats. If you have 6 boats, having a boat of medics, it's as effective as having 2. Yes, you will heal more, but at your level, what I'm talking is at your level, 1 boat of medics is enough. Now, one important thing is to always try to upgrade your landing crafts. Always try to keep your landing craft up to the HQ level that you're at. You're gonna see I'm right now at HQ level 17, and these landing crafts are at HQ level 17, at least for the riflemen, because those are the ones that benefit from it. Having an extra boat on the Zookas is not going to help. However, if we were to switch to warriors, then having a landing craft at level 21 is going to allow us to carry an extra rifleman. So if we do this, it tells you what you can carry, right? So an extra warrior, an extra rifleman. So definitely for the warriors, it's worth it. So I am going to try to, as much as I can, to upgrade my landing craft as I go. All right, so let's reload here. We lost 8 riflemen only on this attack. Let's see how far we are. How much more do we need? So we will need 272,000 pieces of stone. I think that's doable. I'm not sure if it's going to be doable in stage number 5. And we don't have anything here on the daily reward, so we're going to have to do a couple of NPC bases. But I'm sure the Mega Crab left us with a bunch of tasty and juicy bases that we're going to be able to take out. All right, so let's see what we have. So this is a bunch, guys. That's just a bunch of splash damage defenses. This will be a perfect base for Grenadiers and an actual perfect base for tanks. However, I can bypass most of this stuff with a single smoke. So I can smoke my troops to this corner, smoke, land on this corner, and then I'll be out of the range of that, and I can just focus on this thing. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I may have high losses, but it's gonna give me about half of what I need for stone. Now let me make sure we're gonna be able to out-heal the damage of those rocket launchers, no problem. The only issue is gonna be this machine gun is gonna hit us on the side. So once I come, I'm actually gonna need to smoke to here. So smoke all my troops into this corner. That way I can bypass the damage of this machine gun hitting me from the side when my Zookas start spreading around. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I will still take Critter Swarm. I think Critter Swarm is gonna be a little bit more effective here. So let's give it a try, guys. What do you think? All right, so I'm gonna do a Barrage right here. Hopefully I'll clear all of those mines. If I don't clear them, I will retry again. I want to clear all those mines. Perfect. And now I want to clear this shock mine right here. I think that's about it. All right, so now I'm gonna land all my troops, starting with the Zookas, and followed by everybody else. I lost the Zookas there, but it's okay. And now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use an extra smoke if it's necessary, just to make sure. No, I don't need to do that, guys. So, wow, those smokes are being super late. Okay, now that we're here, I'm gonna do bam bam. I'm gonna do a reverse smoke. That's gonna allow my medics to stay behind my troops. I'm gonna release critters. And I'm gonna shock those flamethrowers. Ouch, I ended up losing a bunch of stuff there, guys. Ended up losing a bunch of Zookas, but I think we're okay, we're okay. We need to clear those mortars out. Okay, let me release some more critters. Let me shock up here. Perfect. So I think this HQ will fall. I think this is a good way of taking it out. That way you avoid almost everything. We might have a lot of losses, but I think we got it. Now there were a couple things I did wrong. I actually wanted to do that flare from, instead of flaring to this corner, flaring straight to the top. And I missed that. I'm used to flaring to the corner. And the reason why I don't like flaring to that corner is that there's nothing to anchor with. And what I mean by anchoring is that there weren't any defenses within or structures within the range of the Rifleman or the Zookas that would force them to stay under their smoke. So as soon as they reach that point, they're going to spread out to the nearest building that they want to attack. And you want to avoid that. So you want to have control when you're smoking, especially when you're smoking multiple set of troops. That's going to allow you to keep everybody tight in a tight group. Otherwise, they're just going to spread out and it's going to be 8-9er. Or 8-9er? 9er? I'm not sure. So stage number 6, let me give you a preview because I know probably I'm not going to be able to take it out. And I'm certainly correct. Some people, I got some message people like, oh, you're not pushing yourself. It's like, it's not that I'm not pushing myself. I think that previous attack, I pushed my troops to the limit. It's just that I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to take this one out. Because I have tried it with my low level, with my max level account when he was low level. I tried because I followed sort of the same approach. You have a bunch of GBE, a couple of GBE that you can probably farm with Sergeant or Captain Everspark. But look, these mortars right here, they do 43. So they do about 52 damage each. So that's times 5. That is 250 damage per hit. 2 hits from those mortars and my Riflemen are dead. Or in combination with the rocket launcher and my Riflemen are dead. And then you start coming here. There are mines, there are sniper towers, and then you come down to here, and then you have all this shock launcher. So it just becomes very, very hard. I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to defeat it, and that's why I stopped. Not that I need the gold, because I definitely don't need the gold. But it's just the time. If I do that, I'm going to have to reload for a long time. And I just want to keep the video short today, at least for today. So let's see what we got. Let's see if we can take on an NPC base. See how many troops we lost. We didn't lose that many, so we should be able to keep going. We are only needing a base with about 162 total stones. So that shouldn't be difficult to find. So let's see this guy right here. This guy has 32. This guy has 15. This guy has 123. Let's go and look at him. And yeah, this is the base that we're going to attack. There's 2 rocket launchers here. Interesting. And a shock blaster. Those mortars are high-ish level, but I'm not afraid of them. And he has a bunch of stuff. I think his base is set up for Hammerman, and he hasn't changed it back. If you're gonna use GBE, if anything, if you're gonna use GBE, I would use it to destroy the shock blaster, just because that way you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about keeping chucking it. You can just destroy it and just be done with it. These 2 rocket launchers are not scary at all. My medics can actually out-heal them. The mines are low level, so that's not a problem either. So let's go ahead and attack this base and get the resources we need. You notice I'm not waiting to be fully loaded. I know for a fact that I can destroy this base without being fully loaded. The layout is not optimal. So we are in a very good position. And I have the GBE, so why not use the GBE to clear the mines and make the life of our medics a little bit easier. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Medics out. Brick out. And lastly, the Zookas. So right now I'm not chucking. I'm hoping that he can kill at least 10 of my units. That's another thing, guys. Don't be greedy. If you can take a base and take your resources and take a couple of losses, and they're not going to be that problematic to you, just give the guy the losses. I mean, you only give him intel and diamonds, and I think in exchange for what I need, diamonds and intel are amazing. So I know I could have maybe taken this base without any major losses, but why not give the guy some diamonds, right? I think it's good. It's being polite, right? It's being a good Boom Beach neighbor, and that's why I like also using Rifleman Zooka, because you end up giving him diamonds and intel most of the time. So this base is gonna fall down, and I'm gonna give him a nice present. I'm gonna kill all my riflemen. There we go. That's good. That should give him at least one, 2 or 3 diamonds and a bunch of intel, or maybe 1 intel, at least 1 intel guarantee. Because I don't need. I'm already done. I got what I need. I got the diamonds or the gold that I got from him more than it's gonna cover the cost of my rifleman. So it's good. We already have what we need. So let's go ahead and reload. And let's go ahead and upgrade our statue storage, which was what we set up to do today. We managed to accomplish that goal, and at this point, we stop raiding because we don't need anything else. Our medics are about to finish 71 diamonds, so we are off of a couple diamonds. I need to wait. As soon as this reaches the amount of diamonds that I have, I will then insta finish the medics, and then upgrade something else. I'll upgrade whatever's most expensive that I can cover, which is gonna probably be the Zookas. However, the warriors are looking good too. I may start using warriors soon on some of the PvP bases, so we'll see. But it's more probably gonna be the most expensive one. It's gonna probably be the Zookas because I have the gold. But I have to wait because I could be raided and I could lose some of that gold. Oh, I promised you I was going to show you the level of my troops, and here it is. I'll put it on the description too. But that's it. Level 15 Zooka Rifleman, level 2 Medics, level 6 Everspark with level 2 Critter Swarm, level 15 Zookas, and plus 36 of damage, plus 43 of health, and plus 42 of GBE. As you saw, I started with 66 total GBE, guys. In any case, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope it was helpful. Please leave me a comment or a like if you see anything that you like or dislike about the video. It's really nice hearing about you. I heard or I saw a bunch of you guys on my live streams Let me know if that's something that you're interested in, and I might be able to do a couple of more of those more frequently. I don't normally do them because, like I said, I don't insta finish my troops, and I don't have a lot of diamonds, so I have to stream very specific events because I don't use diamonds, or I don't have diamonds right now to, or I don't have diamonds to insta finish my troops. In any case, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Subscribe, like, comment, and slowly checking out. Take care.